Hey everybody, welcome to Saving Greens Homestead. My name is Keisha. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, I welcome you. You guys, the birds are really singing today. I mean, this bird has been putting on a concert for me all this morning. He's loud. And he's up in my, what is that, my pine tree there. And he's just sitting there singing his heart out. Solo artist, you know. You guys, I live in the high desert of Southern California. Today is such a beautiful day that I decided to pick up my camera and just show you guys some of the changes that's happening in my garden and discuss with you some of the things that I'm going to be doing in the near future and some things that I'm not going to be doing. You guys, I really wanted to show you these apple trees are really showing out right now. So this one with the pretty white blooms on it, this is a Honeycrisp apple. I have high hopes for that one. I still have yet to try the apple, taste the apples off of that tree. And then this one with the pretty white and pink blooms. This one is the Arkansas Black. And that one didn't even produce any apples last season, so I'm hopeful this season. And then you guys, my fig tree here has put on its leaves. Now this is an early fig as far as it's an early bloomer, but it doesn't put on fruit until late. So I guess the fruit are worth waiting on. But oh, I wanted to show you guys this one. This apple is blooming for the first time, this particular arm of this apple, because this apple is a grafted apple tree. It has 4 different varieties on it, and this is the first year that this one is actually blooming. Out of, when did I get this, like 4 years ago? Yeah, but look at how big these apples are that's forming on here already. Look at that. It's crazy, and there's a lot of them on here that are just huge already. But this part of the tree is known for putting out huge apples. This is the side that the branch broke off last season. Look at these. So I'm excited and happy. And well, my orange is still alive and it's still doing good. This is zone 8B, and we get pretty cold up here, and every year my citrus drop their leaves, and then they spend all spring recovering from that by growing new leaves, and then I don't end up getting fruit usually. But we'll see what happens this year, because they didn't drop all of their leaves. So I'm hopeful. And then you guys, this fig is a late sprouter, but this year it decided it wants to be an early producer. Look at that. I already have figs on this one. This is the Chicago Hardy fig. This one is actually my favorite, so I'm happy to see figs. I might get some extra harvest out of this one this year, so I'm excited about that. And then my lemon has all of these buds on it, but like I said, it's with the same as with the orange. It dropped about half its leaves, and so it's working on putting on leaves. And I think the buds are just in stress. It's just stressing. But I'm hopeful that something might stick, and I might actually get some fruit on this one this year. We'll see. I didn't cover them all winter. And it wasn't until the last 2 nights of cold that we had, the very last 2, that it finally dropped some of its leaves. And I'm like, oh man. So, and then also I wanted to show you guys how these tomatoes are starting to recover. Look at that. They were all deep purple and just burnt. And I fed them a little fish fertilizer and some alfalfa tea. And they're making a comeback. So I'm happy about that. Now, over the weekend, I was participating in a plant sale. And I also, ooh, I'm sorry, you guys. I just got a whiff of these apple blooms. They smell so good. But anyways, I was participating in a plant sale this weekend, and then right after there was a funeral, and then that was on Saturday, and then Sunday is usually very busy because I have church, and my day is usually shot on Sundays too. So I didn't get out here to care for my seedlings here, and some of my peppers, they dried out and died. So I'm sad about that because they were all recovering from being burnt and stunting. The growth of them was stunted, and now I'm dealing with some of them are dried up and dying because of the temperatures was so hot this weekend in the 80s, and they just dried out, and I didn't realize it because I was so busy. The plant sale went pretty good though. It's always good to meet people from the community and talk gardening and stuff. And so these garlics are doing fine. I'm going to take these thorny branches off, and I'm going to go ahead and plant a couple of tomatoes in here, and maybe a pepper plant that I have, and get those started, get those going, because the weather is nice, and it doesn't seem like we're going to have any bad weather anymore. I think we're past it, so I'm itching to get everything planted and going. I'm excited because I cannot wait for those fresh tomatoes. Homegrown tomatoes is nothing like it. And then my raspberries over here is doing really, really good. And filling out my blueberry, not so good. Right now it's surrounded by some weeds and I have to get them out, but it looks kind of yellowy. I'm gonna have to put some fertilizer in here. At least it came back. I'm happy for that. That's a win. Now I just got to keep it alive. I wanted to show you guys, I got these. It looks like a huge junk pile right here. But I actually got a lot of this stuff. I got it all free from a lady on one of the gardening groups that I'm in. And I have some plans for it, like this basket here. I have plans for it. I thought that was pretty unique. I want to grow some stuff in there. I'll probably end up painting it and then growing something in there. And then this gate in the back, this gate door, I'll probably end up painting it and growing some stuff on it. But I thought it was a really cool find, especially all of that irrigation hose, because I'm going to be changing my irrigation system soon, very soon. And I was going to need to buy new hose anyways, and this way I don't have to buy it. So I'm happy for that. My peach trees are trying to make a comeback, but unfortunately I don't have any peaches on this one. And on that one over there, I do have like 2 peaches. I hope they hold on through the season. so I can at least enjoy those 2 peaches. My pomegranates are leafing out, and I'm very hopeful for this season of production with them. And these 3 beds right here, well, 4 beds if I count the in-ground bed, they're ready. They're ready to get planted in. So, and this bed is ready. This is my problem child bed. Well, it was. And it always had grasses and cattails growing out of it and stuff. So hopefully a lot of that is dead underneath there. I don't know. It might just all be bunched up or something under there. So I don't know. Well, I'm gonna find out though when I do take this black plastic off. It's been on there for over a year. When I do take it off though, I will bring you guys along so you can see with me what it looks like underneath. I guess while I'm over here showing you guys Tiger, my crepe myrtle started to leaf out. So I'm happy for that. It looks good. It looks healthy. I don't do anything to it either. Every year it comes back. All I do is prune it back and shape it up so it looks like a tree. That's all I do to it. And it looks good though. Okay, I wanted to update you guys on my tortoise area. Look at them all coming this way. First of all, I want to say Mr. Thadius, Big Daddy over there on the far side, he's the one that's right here. He got out again. He was able to push his way through these bricks. And so I had to put all that stuff back. And as a consequence of that, this brick, the soil sunk down in there. But I'm working on it. That's 2 Thadius, 0 for me. Although he has been, it has been some days and he hasn't been able to get out. So I guess that's a good thing. You see Susie and Cornelia down there. Things are growing in these bricks though. That's what I wanted to show you. Look at those are nasturtiums right there. And poppies. And I think that's alfalfa that popped up. So I have stuff growing. My shadow is just in the way. I have stuff growing all the way around here. So I'm happy for that. I hope it continues to grow for me. So that it can block their view of the outside here. But yeah, I cannot believe he got out again. And you guys, in the title of this video, I said that I quit. And what I'm talking about is, well, I wasn't referring to gardening because I love gardening and I don't think that's something that I'll ever quit doing or stop doing. But I was referring to this pond here. You guys, I'm just gonna give up on the dream of ever having a pond here at this property because it's so expensive. And I kind of went into doing YouTube a little blindly, I guess. I kind of thought that, you know, I could use whatever I make from YouTube to you know, cover the cost of the pond. The quote that I got for as big a pond that I want here, and the type of pond that I want, which is a natural pond, is gonna cost upwards of like $60,000. And so I just don't have that kind of money. And I started digging this out myself. As you can see, it's dug out a little bit, and then I put in that let's see, I put in that retaining wall over here where Thadius dug his den under. I put in that retaining wall for the waterfall to go. And then it was supposed to be a waterfall and then cascade down into a big pond. And then go a stream that would go through here in between. Well, this pomegranate was supposed to be taken out, and there was supposed to be a stream that winds over here and ends with a spillover bowl waterfall. And then I wanted to put right here in this section where my swing is, I wanted to put gazebo and have that kind of sitting over the pond. And so it'll be our own little hideout secret area or whatever, because look at this cat. Look at him crawling through my tomato cages like it's a tunnel for him, like it was made for him. He is something else. Aren't you, Sonny? You just got me all distracted. But anyways, as I was saying, it would be like my own little secret area, because the garden beds here, when they're grown in full swing, you can't see this side of the yard. And so you would have to walk through the garden to then get to see this area back here. And so, yeah, instead I think I'm just going to, we're going to fill this in, because we're going to start working on getting all the dirt from the side here. And then we're just going to use that dirt to fill this in and pack it down. And then I'm thinking about maybe getting a swimming pool, above ground swimming pool for my daughter. She loves to swim and be in the water. And all these years I've been telling her that I was going to get her a pool, and I just never did. And so I think it's time finally for me to do that. I'm not completely giving up on the whole pond dream completely. I don't see it happening at this house. My husband and I, we're not planning on this being our forever retirement home. We're waiting for our youngest to finish high school, and she has 2 more years. And once she's finished, then we're looking to move out of California. And hopefully the next house will be the house that I can have a pond installed, a natural pond. My goal was to have this yard declared as a wildlife habitat. And that's why I wanted to have a natural water feature back here. And also, it's good. Ponds are really good for gardens, and it's good for my sanity, for serenity, for peacefulness. So I was really looking forward to having a pond back here. But I might work on other ways of incorporating water and water sounds back here. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And those ways, of course, would be a lot less expensive, a lot less costly. This bed right here, I haven't had the chance to do it. I piled the mulch and compost up on here, but I need to get all of these beets and chard that's in here harvested and cut out. Now yesterday I came out here and I harvested some beet greens for breakfast, and that turned out really good. And look at, there's a carrot that is growing right there. And I didn't put that there. But anyways, I'm gonna get all of this pulled out, and the next time you see this bed, it won't look like this. It's gonna be all planted with corn and other things that I'm gonna plant in with the corn. And then my mimosa is sprouting, which is good. I thought this right here was I thought that was a apple tree or something. I don't know where this came from or how it sprung up the way it did, but my guess is that maybe this is mulberry. And so I'm gonna see if I could dig it out and save it. And if I can, then hey, I'll probably end up selling it. I don't need another mulberry tree. I've already got one. So here's a look at my girls. They're doing just fine. Still not laying. Even though it's warm, still not laying. I have one, and she's my jailbird. She's locked up separate from everybody in a dog crate. She laid one egg one day, and that was it. But she's an older bird, so I don't expect her to lay every day or every other day. Maybe once a week, but still, yeah, they're still not laying anything yet. But they've been enjoying a lot of radish and cabbage and fresh goodies from the garden, so who knows, maybe they'll decide to bless me with some eggs. And lastly, I just want to show you guys this Lady Banks rose bush that I have here. So pretty. Every year it shows out. She puts on her best dress and just shows out. And so it's beautiful. This is really, really beautiful. Anyways, you guys, I am going to end this video right here. I have to go inside and I need to up pot all of these peppers and tomatoes. I already started, but I have so many, and this is not all of them. I still have several trays inside of tomatoes that I need to up pot. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my day started. If you have not yet subscribed, please click the subscribe button, especially if you watched more than one of my videos. I would really appreciate that, because every little bit helps support my channel. And also, I recently received an email from the company Savannah Raised Garden Beds, and right now they are gonna give you, my viewer, an even bigger discount on their products. So instead of you getting 5% discount, you will now get 10% discount on whatever products that they that you purchase from them. And if you use my affiliate link, I also will get a commission from that. And I have. A lot of you have been buying those galvanized steel beds using my affiliate link, and I am so appreciative. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will have all the information to all the links and everything in the description box below, and that's where you can find that. And I will catch you in the next video. So as always, God bless.